We've got yet another major update on Tommy Robinson. Just a couple of hours ago, it was announced that Tommy Robinson had been refused permission to challenge his prison segregation, a decision that was disgraceful in itself. But there's more. We've also got an interesting moment to share. A far-left activist on GB News tried to bury Tommy Robinson, calling him a racist. Yet when pressed for reasons, he couldn't provide any. In a surprising turn, news presenters of a different race stood up for Tommy Robinson, pushing back against the baseless claim. In today's video, we'll break it all down while also discussing some noteworthy news about Sadiq Khan. So stay tuned. And before we dive in, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Now, have a watch of this.
Tommy Robinson, he's lost his High Court bid to bring a legal challenge to the government over prison segregation. His lawyers in court argued in recent days that because of the prison population at HMP Woodhill being majoritively Muslim, he would be under threat of attack and even being killed if he was let into the public wing, or the normal wing of the prison. Anyway, he's lost his High Court challenge, Andy. Should a man, this is the question, should a man who's in prison over contempt of court, which of course is serious, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that serious, should he be in prison segregation and locked away from seeing other prisoners and everything that goes with it?
Well, it sounds like he's in solitary confinement for his own safety.
Well, he's in segregation, so it's segregation, not solitary confinement.
So it sounds like he is segregated from other prisoners.
So why not just move him in prison then?
Well,
if there's so many Muslims wanting to kill him, just move him in prison, no?
Look, frankly, I don't care where he ends up. As long as he serves his sentence, it doesn't bother me which prison he's in. He should be treated the same as any other prisoner. And as you say, it's not a serious crime, but it is a crime, and it's a crime that he willfully committed. We've been talking about racist thugs. Tommy Robinson is another one of those.
That's not why he's in prison.
I was just about to say, I accept that that is not why he's in prison, but it is nonetheless true.
Yeah, why is he racist?
He has made. I mean, I'm not going to justify your question.
Well, come on, because he would deny. He and his racist. He and his supporters would deny that vehemently. He's got, as far as I'm aware, again, I'm not a massive Tommy fan or anything. I don't really know much about him. But when you come on a TV channel and say this man is racist, you need to give an example of what
he has made. All sorts of multiple. Like I said, I'm not making any comment on his supporters, by the way, because you can support Tommy Robinson and not be a racist. Tommy Robinson is on the record making all sorts of overtly racist statements. He is a racist.
Well, look, I don't consider him to be a racist myself personally. I have seen him go through the transformation, and people can be one way and learn other things and become something else, and that's what I see
and this is
in
what
him.
I said
But
to you.
The point of this is not about racism. This is about.
I agree with that.
This is what I said to you in the break. So I've always had this view that the people have propagated that Tommy Robinson is a vile racist. And I think there is some stuff in his background that you would think, oh, I wouldn't want to be associated with that. However, if you look at what he's done and where he's since then, the people that he has around him who say, absolutely, we're talking about Hindu people, Sikh people who say he absolutely isn't a racist. And then you look at what he's tried to do. He's tried to expose the rape of young girls by Muslim grooming gangs. That is a stain on our society. For that, and for everything else, there is a view that he is being shut down by the state and is a political prisoner, and I think there is some credence to that.
Well, Elon Musk did point that out as well. He believed he is. Elon Musk has said a few things as well, actually. But I do think that if you are segregated in a wing for your own safety because of the other prisoners, perhaps they might consider moving him to another prison.
Surely that's the easiest solution. Whether you like Tommy Robinson or not, Andy or Renee, whether you're a fan, whether you think he's a racist or whatever, surely the simple solution here is for a man who's committed contempt of court and his life is under threat and he's being segregated, just move him in prison. Why waste all this time, energy and money going to the High Court, battling his lawyers?
With that.
Just move him in prison.
Or I would actually just get him out of prison and give him a tag, because I don't understand why he should be imprisoned for that. That's all I see. I think it's very disproportionate.
By the way, I genuinely don't know. 18 months.
It's just disproportionate in my view.
Why is it always these left-wing lunatics who come on TV and immediately throw around the term racist whenever they're in an argument? It's their go-to move. Shut down the debate, no discussion, just slap on the label and move on. And it's not just this one guy. It happens everywhere. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, in other news, we've got yet another clip of London Mayor Sadiq Khan handling a question in the most disgraceful way. Today, he was asked a simple and direct question. Is the chant, "From the river to the sea," anti-Semitic? Instead of giving a proper answer, he bizarrely decided to bring up Reform UK out of nowhere, launching an attack that had absolutely nothing to do with the question. Have a watch.
To ask a fairly straightforward question, is the chant from the river to the sea anti-Semitic?
It's all about context. The issue shouldn't be whether it's legal or not. The issue is how people feel. I've met too many Jewish Londoners who get quite distressed by that. So my point, respectfully, is look, it doesn't matter whether it's legal or not. The issue is how people are feeling.
I just think it would be really, really helpful in strengthening that relationship and overcoming that, that kind of feeling. And the polling from Campaign Against Anti-Semitism showing that a very large proportion of British Jews not being happy with your administration's performance on these issues since October the 7th. I think just to bridge that gap, it would be really helpful to come out clearly, unambiguously, calling out that chant for what it is. It is a call for genocide, and it needs to be stamped out.
I'm really happy all day long to compare my record on this matter with Reform's record on this matter. I'm the person that believes in bringing communities together. Reform is a party that believes in winning votes by dividing communities. I believe that a sensible politician should try and bring people together, look at commonalities, rather than looking at differences to win votes.
What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more British content.